And happy High Point Wednesday to you. It's just about time for the area's only live local talk and entertainment, Virginia This Morning, to kick into high gear. I'm Kristen Lures, and always great to be here with the one and only, I almost said just the only, Bill Bevins. How are you?
Yeah, well, there's others, but we don't need to talk about them. They're cousins and stuff. Good morning and hello to our friends and viewers of the show, whether you are watching us from home, work, or on wtvr.com. Thank you for making CBS 6 your source for news, entertainment, and fun. We appreciate you tuning in again today. So, we were talking with some of our guests that we're going to introduce in a moment, and then we thank them for coming in because nobody has anything else to do this week. There's nothing going on.
I can't think of anything. I see you over here shuffling your papers. I have my papers all lined up. Absolutely nothing left to do for the week.
Well, the papers with the to-do list is like rolled up back in the audio. You could roll it across the room of things that we got to get done in the next day or two before we just go and, do the whole turkey thing.
Any holiday plans for you?
I'm just going to hang. I'm going to try to get out there in the yard before the rains come and finish up. I'm actually winning the leaf war.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, we've turned the corner where they don't outnumber. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Winning the leaf war, is that when you're raking all the leaves and the one behind you drops from the tree and you're like, I know that didn't
No. They originally outnumbered me 8 zillion to 1.
Okay.
And now it's like only about 200,000 to 1.
Oh,
so,
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Any acorns? Because that could be tricky too.
They throw those at me.
They throw those
but we're winning, so I think we're going to win this year.
I can imagine.
I'm undefeated actually over the years. Takes a while.
That's pretty good.
Right. So how about you? Big plans?
Yeah, we're going to visit my husband's family down in Dinwiddie, D.C.
Oh, Dinwiddie, Tennessee.
No, D.C., Dinwiddie County.
Oh, okay.
We like to just call it
Dinwiddie,
DC.
Tennessee? Okay. Dinwiddie County.
Yes.
You call it D.C.?
A little bit of God's country down there. Very
Dinwiddie Generals was the name of the high school
Yes,
team.
it is.
Yeah.
That's where my
Did your husband go to Dinwiddie?
He did, him and his dad, yes. Yes.
Huh. All right.
See, now you learn a little something about
All right, now we got some background here.
That's enough about us.
All right, let's get into
All right, we enjoy staying connected to you, our valued friends and viewers of the show. So whether you are out and about or traveling to a fun destination, capture a fun or unique picture, send it our way. Coming up, we have a special version of Everywhere You Are. We can't wait to see what has landed in our inbox.
And we always start with a quick preview of what is going to get us started. Today, we are going to make some delicious fondue. You can never go wrong with creamy cheese and decadent chocolate. Megan Rintoul from The Melting Pot is here to showcase both of these fan favorites. Can't wait to dip into that. That's coming up in the show.
I like that. And after indulging in that rich and creamy decadent fondue, you may want to burn some calories. Yes, please. Gym owner and expert Jennifer Scherer. They're here along with Jeff Smith. They are going to share top fitness and nutrition trends for a healthy season. That's coming up in our second half hour.
And the time is near to find out about the Thanksgiving Day forecast for tomorrow. Here's CBS 6 meteorologist Tom Patton with all the details. Hey, Tom.
Good morning, good sir.
Good morning. Can you see Tom?
That's all right, though. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Kristen, saw you early this morning. Good to see you again in this environment.
It's been a long morning. Yeah, good to see you.
And
Thanksgiving
Bill,
Eve is what we keep saying.
That's right. The eve of Thanksgiving. Heading down to D.C. tomorrow, you say, right?
Right on. See?
Down to D.C., right?
Down to D.C.
That's right. Down to D.C.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
When you told me that you told me that just a couple weeks ago. I was like, that's so cool. I didn't know that. They call it D.C. All right.
I don't know that the people in Dinwiddie know that.
Well,
that's where I got it from. They know that.
Oh, they know that?
Yes,
okay,
they do.
Right.
It's part of the door knock when you get into the county. Bill, you have to give them that little code when you step in.
Yeah, it's a secret password.
They let you in then.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't have gotten in.
You wouldn't have gotten in. No, you would have gotten to Lake Chesdin. You would have had to
turn around.
Turn around. Go back over. All right, let's show you what's happening. We do expect some rain late tonight into tomorrow morning, so let's get some details on that. The clouds are on their way in already for that event. We can see them thickening. Had thin clouds earlier. Now I could see a pretty thin overcast and a little bit of mid-level cloudiness starting to work its way in. 43 degrees currently at the airport. We did start out in the lower and mid-30s and a lot of 20s earlier this morning, but still chilly, don't get me wrong, but at least it's not windy. 58 degrees, clouds increasing and thickening throughout the day today, and 58 is about normal, by the way, for this time of year. Nothing too unusual there. Rain comes in late tonight, well after midnight and right through tomorrow morning, 45 tonight. So you can see off to the west some light moisture trying to make its way over the mountains. We're seeing cloudiness from that. We will continue to see that today. And there's a long line of snow and some rain all along parts of the southern Rockies and the plains and the Midwest up in there from Kansas to Nebraska this morning. That system is what's going to push the rain in our direction later tonight. So here we go. We'll take you to the timing of it. This is 5 o'clock in the morning, so probably start to see some showers even a little bit prior to that. Right through 6 and 7. Here's 7 a.m. and right into about 11. Somewhere in there, it should really wrap up and mainly be south and east of town. And then afternoon, clouds start to break up. The winds will start to pick up. We're going to get several doses of cold air over the next few days. And this is going to set up for kind of a blustery afternoon. And Friday is going to be kind of sunny but windy and cold. And same deal for most of the weekend. About 1/4 of an inch, give or take a little, I think, from the system. And then after the rain, as I mentioned, it should clear out a little bit as well, become a bit windy. It's going to really start to get cold. And I know we've been talking about this for a while, but it looks like it's going to be here, and it's going to likely stay well into next week, potentially next weekend even. 20s at night, only 40s during the day, and it's going to be a very cold pattern. All righty, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Sunshine. We're kind of making our own this morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Virginia This Morning is on the air. It is the place where you can find out what's trending and what's going on around in our community. I'm Bill Bevins. Kristen Lors is here on Wednesdays with us. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, we have a unique opportunity to feature some interesting things on our live show. There's always something you can enjoy when you tune in each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. Ready or not, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, Bill. And we were talking about what is your favorite Thanksgiving Day dish?
I think I mentioned this yesterday.
Oh.
Well, I like ham better than turkey.
Okay.
So there'll be some ham,
Okay.
honey spiral ham thing. I like that, and then all the yeast rolls I can get.
There you go. Okay.
You know, I'll have a green bean or something on the side. But yeah, if I could just have ham and yeast
And the rolls.
And then, you know, waddle out of there at the end of that, and that's it. How about you? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I like sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. I feel like I'm more into the side dishes than the actual turkey or the ham.
Okay.
And that's right.
She said the magic word.
And I can put down some rolls too.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Carbs and me.
Yeah,
Our
well,
friends.
you're an athlete, though, so you probably go out and do stuff afterwards other than waddle over to the couch and watch football.
I used to. Now my athletic...
Oh, you have children.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is what I do. I
chasing
chase them around.
And how old is your youngest?
1.
Yeah, see, all right, so that's
He's quick. He started running.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exercise.
That's right.
That's its own program.
Well, now is a great time to do a recap for those of you who are just tuning in.
All right, folks, we got some fun today. Megan Rental from the Melting Pot is here to showcase their signature cheese and chocolate fondues. We'll make each of them separately. Enjoy them coming up a little bit later on in the show, just in case you were wondering if we're going to put cheese and chocolate together. No, it's a separate thing, I think.
It still sounds delicious and
It's
looks
gonna be,
delicious,
yeah.
yes. And fitness studio owner Jennifer Scherer is here along with certified personal trainer Jeff Smith with some fitness and nutrition tips to pass along as we head into the holiday season.
But wait, there's more. All right, but you have to stay tuned for all of that. Okay.
And Bill, here's an overview of what today's date means in terms of 2024. Check this out. It's the 332nd day of the year.
See, I was told we wouldn't have to do math.
Okay.
Okay, you do it.
Okay, here's a few other facts. That means there are 34 days left in 2024. It's the 48th Wednesday of 2024.
Okay.
We are on day 67 of fall. So if you do the math here, that equals 24 days left until winter. The zodiac sign. Do you know what it is? Well, it's right there, but it's Sagittarius, and the birthstone for this day is topaz.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting facts. Start off.
Winter, I think actually one of those was very wrong.
Oh, what is it?
And it sounds like winter's going to start Friday.
Oh.
You said 20-some days. I'm like, no, were you not watching Tom?
Well, sometimes Mother Nature loses her marbles and she,
okay.
she makes
She's
up
not
the
keeping
rules.
up either. All right. All right, folks. Time to switch gears. Kristen, although it is the last Wednesday in November and you haven't played for a while, get ready. It's time for this week's Word Game. Where'd that come from? All right, so here's how we play this game. I mentioned a word and or a phrase that we've all heard or used in conversation. You have to figure out the origin of that word and or phrase, where it comes from. Today's phrase is putting your best foot forward. All right, Kristen, you have a minute to figure this one. I think you got the last time you were on with us, you got it right, didn't you?
I feel like there's a lot of half points in there. Please keep talking while I think about it.
All right, well, put your best foot forward and give it to us.
Okay. The last time I can remember putting my best foot forward. I usually tend to do something with athletics. This time I'm going to go with putting your best foot forward. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, we did the modeling segment at Dillard's.
Yes.
And so putting your best foot forward. Okay, so Grace was one of the coaches, and she would tell us, you start with one of your feet. You lean back, kind of shift your weight, but yes, exactly. Put one foot in front of the other, and then you walk. So it's almost like you do a pause, and then you walk. So that's what I'm thinking, modeling. Putting your best foot forward, that's where that comes from.
Okay. We'll find out if she got that one right. We'll have the answer a little bit later on in today's show. And folks, she is one of the top shopping experts in America.
From in-store to mobile shopping, 2024 is predicted to be the biggest holiday e-commerce shopping season in history. Recently, Evan Armour spoke to her, and here's what she had to share.
The holiday shopping season is upon us, and if you're still crossing things off your shopping list or maybe looking for a couple items to put on it in the first place, our next guest has you covered. Lindsay Roberts from thegiftinsider.com is here with some special deals and suggestions for how you can find the perfect gifts this year. Good morning, Lindsay. Thank you so much for being with us here on Virginia this morning.
Good morning. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, first off, let's start with maybe some of the challenges that shoppers could be seeing already this year.
So Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all of the deals out there can definitely be a little overwhelming. So the key is to really do your homework, do your research, have a gifting plan in place to make sure that you are finding all of those great deals. And really try and choose meaningful gifts that are matching the personalities of the friends and family that you're shopping for. And also to really remember that shopping should be fun. So make sure you're enjoying it over the season.
I love giving and receiving memorable, meaningful gifts like you just mentioned, but those really do require a lot of forethought. What are some of the things that you're seeing this year that you'd like to suggest?
So I love giving experience gifts. I love the gift of travel. There is nothing more memorable, more meaningful for that. And now is a really good time to save on a lot of travel. So we have some great deals from MSC Cruises. So they have more opportunities than ever to sail in 2025. And you can really experience exciting adventures, world-class dining, family-friendly amenities, unforgettable destinations. And with the launch of MSC World America, there are more ships sailing for Miami and a new home port in Galveston. So there's up to 35% off cruises with drinks and Wi-Fi included, plus up to $400 in onboard credit. So this is their Black Friday preview sale. It's a limited time and runs through November 25th.
Fun. And when you say memorable, that is a memorable gift. Imagine opening that and being able to share that with someone. I love that suggestion. What about for people who are really trying to stick to like a tight budget for their shopping season?
Handle your Black Friday and Cyber Monday budget with H&R Black Emerald Advance Loan. You could access up to $1,300 quickly with no annual fees or monthly payments and no late fee if paid by the end of March 2025. Visit hrblack.com to make an appointment to apply and check for a pre-qualified offer without affecting your credit score, so you could shop with ease and take advantage of those holiday shopping deals.
Another great one right there. Something that I'm talking about with my friends is trying to find like unique gift ideas. I feel like we've kind of gone through everything that we can think of. Anything that you're seeing this year that's something special or maybe something we haven't seen before?
This will be a great one. So this is the gift of language. So from Rosetta Stone, it is something they will use for a lifetime. And immersing yourself in your new language is really the fastest way to learn. And Rosetta Stone gets you talking with confidence in no time. So whether you know someone who loves to travel like your friends or you want to pick up a new hobby, Rosetta Stone makes the perfect meaningful gift. So really start checking those loved ones off your shopping list. They have the deal of a lifetime with access to all 25 of their languages for life for just $149. And that's their best price of the year.
That is one that I have not thought about getting for somebody, but that's such a good idea. And that's something that I think we've all wanted to do, but maybe it's something that we don't want to splurge on for ourselves. So a wonderful gift idea. I like that one.
Yeah, that's the best type of gifts. Things that someone might not buy for themselves, but will use once gifted.
Absolutely. How about for those of us who maybe aren't quite in the holiday spirit yet? Maybe they love shopping, maybe they don't love shopping. What kinds of things can we do to sort of get in the right mindset for the holidays?
We have a great idea for someone who loves to entertain. So it's the GE Sync under cabinet fixtures. And it is really will transform their kitchen into a holiday haven. So the lights will illuminate countertops, creating a perfect vibe for festive gatherings to match your holiday decor. They have edge-lit, low-glare lighting, millions of color options, and really super easy installation. So it's the ultimate solution for holiday entertaining. And with their exclusive GE Reveal technology, enjoy incredible color contrast and whiter whites for exceptional clarity. Perfect for showcasing your holiday treats. And you can find those at Walmart and walmart.com.
What would you say to someone who's watching this who has not started shopping yet and they're feeling overwhelmed?
So now is the time to start. Just make sure that you are sticking to your list. So kind of try and avoid those impulse buys, or really don't let the craziness kind of sway you. Kind of hone in on a list, stick to it, and make sure you're going for those meaningful gifts.
I love that. I feel like we all have at least that one friend who is like the best gift giver. You have been that person for all of us today. Thank you so much. Where can we all go for some more information about everything that you shared today?
So you can find everything we talked about today on tipsontv.com. And then you can also check out my website, thegiftinsider.com. So we have gift guides all throughout the year, fun ideas for every single holiday and anyone you're shopping for.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lindsay. We appreciate it. And I feel more ready to go shopping. I really do.
I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for having me. Have a wonderful holiday season.
And as always, we'll share those links on our show website as well for easy access. Just head to virginiathismorning.com.
Today's Roof Report, sponsored by Roof Renew.
I had called 3 different roofing companies to ask them if they could come out and do repairs, and 2 of them said they don't do repairs. The third one came out and they said they do repairs, but they ended up giving me a quote to replace my entire roof. And I knew that wasn't necessary because our roof is not that old. So because I had searched for roof repair, Roof Renew came up in my feed, and I did some research and I called, and it was just the most wonderful experience dealing with a service organization that I've had. And the Roof Renew process did exactly what I needed it to do. The crew touched up all of the cracks before they did the process. Everything was just perfect. I would absolutely recommend Roof Renew because it really enhanced the appearance of my roof. It was just exactly what my roof needed, so I'm very pleased.
Today's Roof Report has been sponsored by Roof Renew.
Welcome back to our live Wednesday morning show. You still have the power to make a difference. Puritan Cleaners is collecting coats of all sizes, especially children's sizes, then giving them to the Salvation Army to be distributed to select Central Virginia families. And CBS 6 is proud of the partnership with Puritan Cleaners for this worthy annual campaign. You can visit and drop off coats at their location at 1807 Staples Mill Road, or drop coats off at any of their 13 locations. They are collecting donations the rest of November. For more information, give them a call at 804-355-5726 or visit PuritanCleaners.com. You can find them on social media too. Now, before we head to break, here's Amy's recent conversation with a doctor from VCU Health.
This segment is sponsored by VCU Health.
The doctor is in and you have questions. November is National COPD Awareness Month, which is the perfect time to share information about COPD, what symptoms to recognize, and when to get treatment. Dr. James O'Connor, a pulmonologist with VCU Health, is here to share important details about this serious lung disease and the latest treatment options. Thank you for being here, Dr. O'Connor.
Thanks for having me, Amy.
What is COPD and what are really those symptoms of it?
Yeah, so COPD stands for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. The most common cause is related to tobacco smoking. Other reasons for developing COPD are exposures to chemicals or dust or fumes, but there are other rare genetic conditions as well that can lead to COPD.
What causes COPD and how is it diagnosed?
So the most common, about 80% of COPD is related to tobacco smoking exposure, also secondhand smoke exposure as well. The way we diagnose COPD is by a breathing test called spirometry, where we assess someone's lung function.
What are the latest medications and treatments for COPD?
So most patients, will have symptoms of shortness of breath or cough. The most common interventions are inhalers, oxygen, but newer therapies include surgical procedures and bronchoscopic procedures where we can help with inflammation and disease in the lung.
How is VCU Health helping patients manage COPD?
We have a dedicated COPD clinic here at VCU. We also are establishing a new pulmonary rehabilitation program to help our patients breathe better. And we also are initiating a lung transplant program for those patients who have very severe disease despite standard treatment.
Why is it important to let folks know what COPD is in November for the Awareness Month and throughout the year?
So unfortunately, COPD can be underdiagnosed and not recognized. The symptoms of cough and shortness of breath can be nonspecific, but it's important to establish a diagnosis so we can start treatment and avoid progression of the disease.
Such important information to raise awareness throughout our community. Thank you so much, Dr. O'Connor.
Thank you very much for having me.
For more information, visit vcuhealth.org. And stay with us. Virginia This Morning returns after the break.
That's right, that catchy music means it's time to open up the inbox for our Everywhere You Are segment. It's one of our favorite parts of the show where we get to check in with you and our viewers, our friends of the show, to see what you've been up to.
And this morning, our very own Evan Armour opens up the inbox to see what we have to share today.
Good morning. Yes, we love seeing those pictures and videos that you send our way, whether you do it using the submission form on our website, you send it through an email, or you get it to us on our Facebook or Instagram page. Every time we see it hit our inbox, we smile. So thank you for sending them in. I have a couple that I want to share with you today, and we're going to start with some holiday cheer. Chanel enjoyed the annual holiday tree lighting at Stony Point Fashion Park. She went with her husband, her mom, and her sister. It's an event that they attend together each year, such a fun family tradition for them. Chanel says it's a great way to start the holiday season and that it's always nice to see Santa and Mrs. Claus. Up next, we have some very special birthday wishes we want to send out. Karen sent us this photo on our Facebook page. This is Emmy. You may remember seeing her from some previous Everywhere You Are segments. She's posing for an adorable picture here to mark her 2nd birthday. Karen, I cannot believe Emmy is already 2 years old. It's just flying by. Happy birthday to you, Emmy. We hope that you and Karen had a great time celebrating together. Well, Kimberly was out and about and snapped this picture and sent it to us. She said she was hanging out with the latest addition to her neighborhood. Meet little Abner. Such a cutie right there. Thank you so much for taking this picture and sending it to us, Karen. And we love seeing what Thomas and the Victory 7 Mustang Club have been up to. And this latest submission they sent in, this is a big one. Take a look here. They were awarded a Community Honors Award by the new Ford's Garage restaurant in Short Pump. Also, one of the dishes on the menu is named after the club. You see it right there in the top left corner, this burger here, the top of the page, the Model A. You might be wondering, what's in the Model A burger? Well, here you go. You got sharp cheddar, bacon, pico de gallo, arugula, crisp lettuce, tomato, red onion, and a sunny side up egg on a brioche bun. Amazing combination there. That sounds absolutely delicious. The Victory 7 Mustang Club provides community service. They help raise money for local charities, and they participate in a ton of events to serve the community. So a big congrats to them, and I cannot wait to go out and check out that restaurant. It looks pretty neat. Well, that's a look at some of the latest submissions to hit our inbox here for Everywhere You Are. And now I'll send it back to you.
All right.
Thank you, Evan. Now it's your turn to be featured on our live show.
All right. Please send us a video, picture, or comment to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram page, or email us at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com.
It's really easy to do. Bill, Amy, Andreas, and I have all done it, and we can't wait to see your adventure.
This segment is sponsored by Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It.
Ready to upgrade your home? Pentec Flooring is the newest product now offered by Mr. Fix-It. Our friend Mark Binstock, the owner of Mr. Fix-It, joins us to share some great news. Good to see you.
Great to be here with you.
This is exciting because it's opening up some great opportunities for folks to get a big grade up on their garage floor.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you've got a concrete garage floor, you have a concrete basement, or even an outside patio, sidewalk, around a pool, we are delighted to be the exclusive company for its manufacturer. It's named Pentec, and they have this amazing coating. So you can, the most common, of course, is garages, because where we live with all the homes and all the attached, or you know, and we love turning that garage from just plain into something gorgeous. When I had it done at my house, you know, my wife was just, holy mackerel, this looks amazing.
So it goes from garage to garage mahal.
Yes, it does. And so many of us use our garage for more than just parking, you know, a car. A lot of us, you know, have either, you know, workout equipment or a workshop or something. But if it's concrete, you know, smooth concrete, we can transform it. And the colors are just stunning. There's so many different varieties of options. It can even do a sports team color, and we can start a rivalry in the family, maybe.
Yeah. You know, epoxy's been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
Is this an upgrade from that?
It is definitely an upgrade from that. This is not an epoxy floor. This is the next step up. This carries, epoxy doesn't have quite as good of a warranty normally, and it also can potentially have fade issues. So with our polyurea coating from Pentec, from the manufacturer, we can give the customer a get it once, get it done right. You know, that's what we bring to the table, Bill, is as you know, customer satisfaction is super important to us. We are one of the few local companies here that have, you know, a big variety of products that we like to do and love to serve the community for over 54 years. And at the top of our list is, if we're going to recommend something, it's got to be something that not only looks good today, but looks good for many years to come and is durable. Some of the lower cost options in the epoxy world, for example, can peel up. A lot of our customers that we are grinding off the old epoxy, and that's actually part of the process. Is we do a very light amount of grinding that takes a super thin layer of the concrete off, so that when the Pentec product is applied, it bites, and that's why we have that lifetime warranty.
So I had a friend who had epoxy done a couple of years ago. It was a process, and it took forever, and I almost had to leave the house because of the fumes. Yeah. How long does this take?
So the great news about our process is we'll get it done typically in a day, unless it's a monster garage. I think you've got an 8-car garage with all the sports cars, right? So that might take us, no, I'm just kidding, but that might take us longer. But other than that, the most common 2-car garage, we're in and out in a day. The customer is just amazed at how beautiful it looks, and we love being part of it.
Comes in colors, takes a day, looks gorgeous,
and it's not expensive. You know,
there it is.
No,
right,
I mean that's like that's like the best part of it is that when it comes to home improvement, you know, a lot of products are way more than this, so it's very affordable.
Lifetime warranty.
And lifetime warranty. How about that?
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah.
And folks, obviously a name you trust has got something else that you can put their trust in, and they'll do a fantastic job for you. Right now, $400 off plus 24 months interest free with Pentec Flooring by Mr. Fix-It. You'll find the showroom at 10,189 Maple Leaf Court in Ashland. For more information, give them a call, 804-726-8006, or visit the website, MrFixItVA.com.
And welcome back to our live show. The holidays doesn't have to mean gaining a few pounds after indulging in high-calorie foods and desserts. You can actually do the opposite and make it a season to get healthy. Friend of the show, Jennifer Scherer, owner of Fredericksburg Fitness Studio, is here along with certified personal trainer Jeff Smith. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
This is just wonderful because it's the day before Thanksgiving, the day before our intake of what we see with so many calories, over 2,000 calories to have just for your Thanksgiving lunch or dinner. But we're going to share some tips on how you can maybe burn some of that.
Yes.
So let's start with something simple, and then we'll get into our demo set, of course. So we were talking, I feel like your workout level is here. Mine is now here. How can I meet you in the middle of that, like some of our viewers at home? What can we do to still get moving?
Yeah, so just using the opportunity in between, like meal prepping, if you're going to host Thanksgiving, for example, and you're standing, you know, cutting and chopping, try to balance on one leg. See if you can, you know, or just do some calf raises.
Okay.
Sit to stands, you know, just any movement, honestly, is better than, you know, just standing still and doing your...
And even walking from this part of the kitchen to maybe that part of the kitchen.
Yes,
could
exactly. Yes.
All right, well, let's go down our list here. We're going to talk about some of our hybrid workouts. We're going to get Jeff to work here.
Yes.
Can't wait to see some of
So
what he
we
has.
put together a quick routine, 4 different exercises.
Okay.
And it's a hybrid workout, so it's going to consist of a cardio-based exercise and then a strength. And then we're going to get a Pilates move for core strength, and then we're going to finish with a yoga pose.
Okay.
So this is kind of to show that you don't have to just focus on one thing for your workout. You can blend it.
And maybe you're a little better at, you know, the first part of your workout, the second part is a little tough, maybe a little better at the third.
Exactly.
So you can kind of do what, we have modifications basically.
Yes.
We're going to do what best fits you.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
so
let's
Jeff
see.
is going to start with a burpee, a Bosu burpee, and so he's going to do the advanced level first. So he's going to jump back in, and then he's going to press that ball over his head. And you can imagine doing a few of these is going to raise your heart rate.
Definitely.
A modification, if you're not able to jump, you can squat and step back in, and then still add the press. Now, if you don't have a Bosu ball at home, you can do this on the ground.
Okay.
Or you can use a step if you need a modification a little bit higher height. So that's the cardio portion of the workout. The second exercise is a strength exercise, so it's a Bosu push-up. So he's going to get down into a plank position, keeping that core nice and tight. He's going to inhale on the way down.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to exhale on the way up. And you see the instability happening there?
Yes.
So that's going to help engage the core and kind of working on that alignment. And now a modification would be just simply dropping the knees to the ground and still doing the same thing. If that's too difficult, you can walk your knees all the way in. And that's more of a tabletop position, so that just subtracts more body weight.
Okay.
Makes it a little bit easier. And again, you don't have to have a Bosu ball to do this.
You can still do this just on a flat surface.
Exactly.
That would be fine too.
Yep.
Okay, so we just went from cardio to strength.
And now we're going to add the core for Pilates. So that mind-body connection. So for the core, we chose to do a Pilates scissor. So this is going to be where Jeff is going to lean back.
Mike.
Oh, okay.
Lean back, and he's going to engage through the core. You can see the instability already happening, and he's going to crunch as he scissors those legs up. So you're engaging the upper abs as you crunch, and the lower abs as you lift those legs. So it's kind of a full body core.
I feel like just sitting on the ball with balancing is tough, and then
also,
trying to add the movement.
So now he's going to drop his hands to the ground to show the modification. So now he has a lot more support.
Oh, okay.
And now it's going to be easier for him to scissor because he has that support from the ground.
This is the third step of our 4-step program. Okay.
And then the last one is a yoga pose for flexibility. So this is called the pigeon pose, and this is really good if you have tight hips, sitting a lot. And I like this on the Bosu ball because it's accessible. So if you have really tight hips, doing this on the ground can be difficult. So if you have some like couch cushions at home, you can use couch cushions.
Okay.
But see how he's in that V shape and he's working on that nice spinal alignment. And then if he wants to get deeper into the stretch, he can lean forward and kind of breathe into that outer. This feels really, really good on the outer hip.
I feel like just doing the stretching, just sometimes stretching can do so much for your body, your muscles, your breathing technique.
Yeah, and I love this workout because some people will say, well, I don't like strength, or I don't like stretching. I just do cardio. And it's like, well, let's try this little blend.
Just kind of break it up.
You.
Right.
Yeah, and let's see, you know, if we can find a few more exercises that you might enjoy.
Okay. And these were just 4 different types of exercises that you were giving us. I imagine that there's still so many different ones that are out there. It doesn't have to be just do this one for cardio versus the intense training. So, and the strength. And I love how you say you don't necessarily have to have the equipment. You can still use what's in your house, the couch cushions, the steps, the stairs.
Exactly.
What do you have? Even just the floor.
Yes,
as long as you're kind
your
of
body
moving.
is your equipment.
Your body's equipment.
Yeah.
So I love what Jeff is wearing. Let's talk about some of the other equipment that you can wear that kind of keeps track of your heart rate.
Yeah. So Jeff is actually wearing a Garmin right now.
Okay.
And we brought a few different fitness devices, wearable devices. And Jeff, you really like the Garmin because it's like more of an endurance.
Right. I think if you're training for an endurance sport like the Richmond Marathon, you're going to want something that has more battery life. Apple Watches are great for like weekend workouts and daily.
Okay.
But if you're training for anything major, Garmin is definitely a way to go.
That's the way to go. And what's the longer one with the red strap there? Is that some sort of monitor?
It's a heart rate monitor.
Heart rate monitor.
And the nice thing about MyZone is that you can actually track where your heart rate is while you're working out.
Right.
So it has immediate feedback, and you can stay in that fat burning zone or slow down.
Look at you, we're asking you to tell us everything about it when you just did your workout. I'm sorry. Quickly, let's go over some of the other items that we have here. We have some canned items. Also the mushroom coffee, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so the mushroom coffee is an adaptogen, and it kind of, Harvard Health just did a study. It boosts immunity, and it kind of helps regulate your metabolism.
And you can get past the mushroom taste if maybe that's not your favorite taste.
And if mushroom coffee is not your thing, just buying the mushroom powders, you can hide that in oatmeal.
Okay.
And that makes it a little bit more palatable. But the mushroom coffee is actually, it kind of grows on you. It's
Give
earthy.
it a try.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other 3 drinks on the side are also adaptogen drinks. So kind of a replacement for alcohol. Jeff doesn't drink alcohol, and he swears that these kind of help relax him and kind of help calm him.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to a bar.
Yeah.
But if that's your expectation, it's not.
Right.
But it does, it has a calming effect. And if you want to relax after a long day of work, those things are fantastic.
And maybe less calories that you're drinking, so more calories you can eat for your Thanksgiving dinner.
Exactly.
Smart. Well, thank you both so much for coming in. Thank you for the demo. We love that. Thank you for the modifications as well.
Absolutely.
For more information on this segment or on the Fredericksburg Fitness Studio, you can visit virginiathismorning.com. Bill, after this, it will be time to have some of that delicious fondue.
Yeah, you did your workout, so you deserve that. All right, that's right. We are in one of my favorite spots right here in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. Megan Rentoul is here from the Melting Pot, and she's going to feature their signature cheese and chocolate fondue. We'll dip in when we return.
Welcome back. There's nothing better than some gooey cheese and decadent chocolate to enjoy during the same dining experience.
Megan Rittal from the premier fondue place in Central Virginia, the Melting Pot, is here, and she's going to put together some things that we can't wait to try. Before we even do that, though, we were talking before you came on, and I said, gosh, the Melting Pot's been around forever. You got an anniversary coming up, right?
We do. We'll be 30 years old in January. Yep, absolutely.
For a restaurant in Richmond, that is amazing, and a specialty restaurant like you all, it's a special experience when you go to the Melting Pot. Before we came on, you put some ingredients in here. What was in there? This water to begin with?
It was actually a vegetable broth base.
Okay.
Yep, so we're doing our spinach artichoke fondue here.
Nice.
So we start off with that vegetable broth and then a little bit of garlic and some chopped artichoke. We used a Buttercast and Fontina blend cheese, and then finishing touches of just some spinach and then some fresh Parmesan as well.
Oh, that looks so delicious.
Yes.
And now you're stirring it still because it's so warm, you got to keep it moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for the artichoke, what would you dip in this? Anything you want, I guess.
So we do have a variety of dippers for our cheese fondue. A little example here, we got our breadboard with French bread and pretzel bread, Granny Smith apples, vegetable medley of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and then some tortilla chips as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like being at the Melting Pot is an experience, a dining experience. It really can take you from the beginning with your appetizer to the middle to the end. We're already looking at the end here, and of course we have our dessert board. We're going to get there, but it really it can take a little while.
It is. It can. You know, coming in for the full experience, it is about a nice hour and a half.
It's a great date night.
It is.
Yeah. It's kind of romantic.
It's
It is. Yes, definitely. But we do have an awesome new promotion going on, which is our Down to Fondue happy hour. So if you don't want to do the full shebang, come in at our bar, and we just can do half off cheese and chocolate every day from 4 to 7. So it's a fantastic deal, a great promotion if you don't want to do the whole experience. But of course, if you do, come on in, you know. For date night, birthdays, anniversaries, we can help you out.
Okay.
So I've been there for date night, and it's a good time. Now I have a family. Can I bring the whole family?
Yeah, absolutely. Kids love the cheese and the chocolate.
Yeah.
For sure.
This kid does.
That's a hit.
Yeah. All right, so should we be dipping while we're doing this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Go for it. Yep. So we got a little board over here, or you can go ahead and help yourself right up here. But this is the spinach artichoke is on our happy hour menu.
Piece of bread here.
Okay, so now you grab the pretzel bread.
Yeah, I did grab pretzel bread. Was that wrong?
There's no wrong answer.
Okay. All right.
Bread.
Now we
Nice
got to wait
little
for this
twist.
to cool a little bit here, right?
No,
Is
you
it
can
really hot?
go for it.
Okay.
It just looks hot with the
All right, while you're doing that, I'll stick to this side of the board. We'll talk about
Okay, that's good.
we'll talk about the chocolate and what we have here.
Yeah, so over here, this is one of our features on our happy hour Down to Fondue special as well. It's our flaming turtle. So it's milk chocolate with a little bit of caramel added. And let's go ahead and make this flaming. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and get in here real quick.
Oh my goodness.
So this is just a little bit of 151. All right.
Keep her occupied, Kristen, while I'm doing
Okay. Now look at this. The whole dessert board is out there, but so I don't knock anything over. Let me go with the delicious strawberries in front of me.
And then while that is all set, we go ahead and add our candied pecans to go right on top.
this. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm good to go?
Good to go.
Good to go. I'm going to dip right on the side there. Oh my gosh.
This is so tasty.
Yes.
Do I keep it spinning? Here we go. Love it.
You know, that's part of it. I think not only is it romantic and it's go, relax, enjoy, take your time, have a conversation, and really have a little fun with all of this too.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, like I said, you can come in just for happy hour. You can come in with your family, come in to celebrate an anniversary.
Well, we're going to talk about these specialty drinks when we come back.
Okay.
Because we're going to take a break.
Absolutely.
And if you'd like to make a reservation, you can visit virginiathismorning.com where you'll find a link to all the details. In the meantime, Megan is going to hang out with us as we go to break.
Bill's
When we
busy.
come back, we'll do some tasting and whether or not we got our "where'd that come from" phrase correct.
We'll come back.
We'll see.
Earlier in the show, we gave you the phrase, put your best foot forward. You probably know what it means, but let's find out where that comes from. All right, 1613 is where we're going to start with this one. That's when gentlemen were instructed to put their best foot forward so when they bow, they would not fall over. And that's where that comes from.
Right, and I said it had to do with modeling, putting your best foot forward. So either way, we're talking about walking here, and if you're walking into this delicious restaurant, the Melting Pot, not only have we tried the cheese here, it was the spinach and artichoke
It's amazing.
fondue.
Yeah.
Also the dessert, which is tasty. We have some drinks to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we brought two of our features. We have our Love Martini right here. This is cranberry juice, some peach schnapps, and Malibu with
And
some
strawberries cut in the shape of hearts.
Yes.
So cute.
I know. And then we got our lemon berry mojito on
Down
each
there.
end as well. If you're looking for something very refreshing, that's the way to go.
Oh, that looks
does look so
amazing.
refreshing.
And of course, there's a great selection of wine at the Melting Pot.
Yep, absolutely. We're known for our wine collection as well. These are just some of our more popular selections. We got our Drumheller Cabernet, Confetti Pinot Grigio, and a Kendall Jackson Chardonnay as well.
Nice. Very good.
I love
It's
it.
always fun. It's always special. This is a special place to go.
Yeah.
With the 30th anniversary, congratulations coming up
Thank
in
you.
January.
Thank you.
Yes, it truly is the experience, the full dining experience.
Yeah.
Yes. So ending today's show in Virginia This Morning Kitchen with Megan. She was here from the Melting Pot, but it's time to start again dipping and enjoying more if you'd like. Did you lose your, oh, there you are.
No, I got mine.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
During the break, I had some more of the fun.
Well,
Here. Oh, it's
actually, I'm going to
delicious,
try one of the
delicious.
chips with this because this is amazing, this cheese. And I love artichoke dip.
Yeah.
So now I'm actually dipping.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at it.
Nice and cheesy, baby.
I love it, I love it. Thank you to all of our guests today. We appreciate the privilege of your time. Enjoy a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you next time on Virginia This Morning.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
I'm gonna try some of this.